ride?
Greetings, Commander.
Wow, holy fuck. That hurts a lot. How much ammo do I have?
I'll scream.
Oh my goodness. Like, I'm just gonna keep playing video feel like I shouldn't have done that. Get some ammo.
Hola. Where did I park my car again? Oh wait, I don't even have a car, dude.
Fucking stoners. Okay. Now we're going back. It's gonna be less disastrous this time.
Need a ride?
Of course. Oh my fucking god, this thing is so inaccurate. Alright. Okay, yeah, this isn't gonna work. Ooh. Oh god, don't make direct contact with me. Please. hoping I could kill him from behind, but that's not what happened. God, I can't believe they didn't see me.
Lord, I pray now to give me strength in battle, that I might overcome the hordes of Satan and his children, that I might wield the flaming sword of the Archangel and defend myself with your shield of faith, and that my victories are many and my wounds few, that I might earn your kingdom here on earth. And if I meet death tonight, then let it be first that I cast a mighty host of demons back into the lake of fire whence they came, and then rest my
That I can kill all the ones in here. There are too many outside. Okay, yeah, that didn't work. Holy fucking shit. I got one of those too, buddy. Alright. We just need to get rid of that. Okay.
say he saw his own mother eaten alive by a coven of witches, and others that he once killed an elder vampire with his bare hands. There are even whispers that he is the resurrected Saint Leopold, come to lead his armies into the final battle against the armies of darkness.
Not all stories you hear are true. There's one film in the good soul that just as
I knew Johansen would lure the servants of Satan, but I set this trap for the archfiend himself. Where is Lacroix? He is under divine protection. If you want him, come take him if you can.
I told you everything. There's no reason for you to keep me here. Let me go! I guess if you can get all the way here, you deserve the answers. But can I make one request first? After I answer your questions, you help me escape. All right. Where should I begin? Let's start with the history of the Ankaran sarcophagus. That is a long and interesting legend, lost and found throughout the ages. Tell me, are you familiar with the Assyrians? Well, the markings on the sarcophagus seem to hint that it is from sometime between 1050 and 800 BC, which was a period of fierce expansion by the Assyrians. Oddly, for those years, only one king shows up on the historical record. While most likely he wiped all evidence of his predecessor's existence or passed the name to his heirs, one monarch, Masquerade, the one-eyed king, is given credit for the territory and achievements of this time. But he would have had to have been over 250 years old, like Dracula or something. I find it hard to believe a sarcophagus with a person as important as Masquerade could remain in, pristine or intact condition for so many years, but this is who is believed to be contained within. An educated guess? Maybe you have not heard. It was stolen from the museum before we had a chance to open it. Usually, we use equipment to carbon date, X-ray, and take air samples before we pry open the lid. You know, it is interesting that you ask me that. The goddess on the outside of the sarcophagus was Lamastu. In Assyrian myth, Lamastu was an evil demoness who preyed on humans. Many people cite her as the mother of vampire myth, and the engravings on and found around the sarcophagus portray a regal figure drinking the blood of his enemies. Now, this image is found in many cultures, specifically among those of royal lineage, but there is a quite scientific explanation. A disorder known as porphyria. In short, it is caused by a deficiency of the iron in the blood, and in many cultures, for the nobility that could conceivably get away with the cure, the treatment was to drink human blood. Perhaps drinking the blood of your enemies is, if nothing else, symbolic. It can inspire fear in your foes and dissidents. Don't misunderstand me. I in no way believe it was a vampire. Vampires, that's what caused this whole mess. These maniacs believe they exist. That is, you see, in archaeology, one can spend years looking for a dig site, following local rumors, studying old maps. It's a complicated process, very boring. Finding and organizing a dig is the least interesting part of an archaeologist's job. Trust me, you don't want to hear about it. I don't know what would make you believe that. I have been very forthcoming with you so far. I think that maybe you are not as familiar. That I can't be sure of, nor can anyone. But I promise you it is more likely to be filled with, gummy bears than vampires. Perhaps maybe a mummy, but not likely the kind to go about chasing Abbott and Costello. Not much, really. I'm an archaeologist, not a mythologist. But I do know that Lamastu, the Assyrian demoness, was thought to have been the inspiration for Lilith, the first wife of Adam in the Jewish Old Testament, another source of the vampire myth. Ah, quite interesting. There is a surprisingly complex mechanical lock on the face of the sarcophagus. By sheer luck, we were able to find the key not far from the sarcophagus. Why no one ever found it and robbed it? It's perplexing. How strange, you would ask. I haven't seen the key since it was loaded onto the Elizabeth Dane in Turkey. It was stolen before the sarcophagus even. I am still hopeful that the police find both pieces before the contents can be disturbed. No, it's not the kind of key you can copy at the hardware store. It's actually very sophisticated, and I meant to study it at the museum. I've answered all your questions. Do you think now you could please get me out of here? I don't care who you are or why you've had so many questions about the sarcophagus. I just want to leave this place. Thank you, my friend. I don't know where you came from, but I will never forget this kindness. You have no right to keep me here like this. I demand that you let me go.
Your time of judgment is here.
You are insane.
Money, right? Been a while. Your money's been piling up. Here, that should provide for an interesting evening.
Hop in.
Welcome back! Welcome!
Going somewhere?
With whom do they think they're dealing? Attack me in my own building! They're desperate. They've shown their weakness. A last-ditch attempt to steal the prize.
I think so. I think it's the first third-party game that ever used the Source engine, because the first Source engine game was obviously Half-Life 2, I think. And this came out, I think, the day of Half-Life 2, because Troika Games asked Valve if they could use it, but they said that they couldn't release it before they released Half-Life. I think was the deal that they reached.
The Sabbat. A pack of shovelheads with cheap pistols was all they could muster. 2 got a few stories up, but I took care of them. And my sheriff brought the rest their final death in the lobby. Sabbat animals. Why else? The motive of every kindred in the entire city these last few nights. The Ankaran sarcophagus. They've been misled into thinking the sarcophagus holds a sleeping ancient, their most coveted feasts. Diablerists. The Sabbat's infamy is in no small part due to their practice of diablerie, that is, drinking the blood of other kindred, especially older ones, until they are dead. Diablerists gain the power of those they've fed upon. And the Camarilla, this is an act punishable by death.
Removing the Sabbat will prove no easy feat. Brute force simply won't do. They spawn like roaches. Their power structure must topple to truly be rid of them. Fortunately, I have devised a plan to undermine them. An agent of this court, Jesse, has been stalking one of the Sabbat's run-down boroughs, observing them for some time. The heaviest concentrations of troops lie in East L.A. He can give you the information you need to infiltrate the Sabbat and evict them from my town for good. Very good. Speak with Jesse before you leave. He can provide you the details you'll need to succeed. Of course. I can't send you ill-prepared for such an important mission. Here, this should cover most of your costs. Remember, this is a covert operation. You need to act convincingly animalistic and disgusted with the Camarilla to have them accept you as their own. From that vantage point, you can pull precisely the right cards and make their whole house topple.
Before you go, Beckett told me you went to the Society of Leopold. Did you find out how my sarcophagus is opened? What? What did you find out? A key? Where? Do you have it? Not only did you infiltrate the Society of Leopold, but you managed to kill their greatest hunter. You certainly are developing a legend for yourself. Superb. A toast to you, and to victory over the Sabbat. And to Bach. May all his progeny meet such fates.
The Sabbat must be eliminated. When you come back, we'll begin the hunt for the key.
The replacement voice actor they
so
got.
You're the new pawn everyone's buzzing about?
Kinda
Jesse,
sounds like LaCroix.
street artist and adrenaline junkie by trade. Currently working off some karmic debt as the prince's toady. Sup? Well, I'm here to help you do that, but you're not gonna like it. I sure haven't so far. Listen, everyone in this town is either a waiter or an actor, but you're gonna have to be both. To infiltrate the Sabbat, you're going to have to be a consummate liar and do things you never wanted to do. Details come later. First, you need to get on the inn. Getting at these fiends is no easy task. From the moment you start interacting with them, you'll need to start proving you're as evil and messed up as they are. Don't look at me. You're gonna have to ask the Archbishop Andre yourself.
Oh, but you know all about that, don't you, Zostavan?
Like all dogs, they only respond to treats. You're gonna offer me up as kibble, or at least you're going to tell them you're on the trail of a Camarilla spy on their turf. With any luck, that Samisi fuck will smell the bacon and won't resist. Doesn't really work like that. See, the thing about the Sabbat is, you kill one of these fucks, and the next reject that's been waiting a decade or 5 for a promotion steps up to the plate. They're like a ragtag army. They've got rank, they've got file. The only way to do any real damage is from the
Your
inside.
inevitable porn debut coming.
It's the pawn's job to step into territory where knights and kings fear to tread. Offering yourself up to the Archbishop might be an act you cannot come back from. You're gonna have to keep your wits about you to get back out of this. Whether you're up here pulling on strings or down there digging in the dirt, it's the same political nonsense. Just cover your ass and get out with your own life intact. Once you set things in motion, find me in my gallery over in East LA, and I'll explain the players in all of this. LA is a funny town. Just as all the waiters are actors, all the walls are galleries. I got a few of my own.
You can always count on the Sabbat to do the wrong thing for the right reasons. They're reckless, but they don't normally try to attract this much attention. This carelessness warrants observation. I hope it doesn't become pandemic. The Sabbat's goal is to stop Gehenna, which is very similar to my own, though they choose to do so through more violent, fanatic, and flamboyant methods. The Camarilla, on the other hand, suspends belief entirely, or so goes the party line. What I am is kindred. How others choose to categorize themselves concerns me only where local customs are concerned. Individualism is a path fraught with obstacles and sometimes angry mobs. But for all its hardships, it is the only one worth taking. What did Johansson have to say?
It does have one section with one werewolf, but... Ooh.
The lock and key. An invention as ancient as greed. I should have guessed. All we have to do is find a victor in this nonsense. They'll be the one with the key. Assyrian origin. Glad to see I'm not losing my touch. As for Mesarach, I'll have to research that name, see what I can find.
You kill everyone. Well, there's certain, faction-specific endings that have you fighting all the other factions. You do end up killing a lot of people. You can't just go around, killing everybody like this is GTA or something. Otherwise, your humanity is gonna drop to 0 or something. And then it's not like Skyrim, Brimjob. Fucking degenerate.
Lamastu? She was a Lilith figure. They represent empowered women and the threat of such women to male-dominated society. Strange she would be engraved on a king's tomb. It seems to corroborate my own evidence. I'm going to have to study it a little more. Maybe dig up some information on Mesarach and the Lamastu myth. I'm certain the key will show up in time. Your information is appreciated. Excellent.
Off we go to East LA.
Where to? Need a ride?
Take me back to Santa Monica, actually.
Hey. Heard anything? Ha 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 ha! Did you hear the one about the tuna and the chef? A tuna walks into a sushi restaurant, says to the chef, "Hey, you killed my father." Chef says to the tuna, "That's my business, fish." Tuna thinks about it, says, "Then I challenge you to a game of chess. If I win, you stop being a chef forever. And if I win," asks the chef, "you can feed me to your customers." Tuna replies. So the chef and tuna play chess. Tunas love to play chess, so in a few moves, the chef was checkmated. "Well, looks like I win," says the tuna. Chef nods and plunges his knife into the fish's belly. "But I won," says the tuna, as he feels the knife wiggling into his guts. "So did your father," says the chef. Good night, and have a pleasant evening.
Ooh, lad. That joke was... What are you talking about? That joke was Kino.
Master?
Oh, you can actually turn her into a vampire. Let's try that.
Master? Master? Anything. Just ask. My life felt meaningless until that night when you saved me. Without your presence, this world is merciless and vulgar, and I'd die for you. Hurt me. I don't care. Do whatever you want. I just want to be with you, no matter what. Master?
Here we go. Yes, I did. I made her into an emo. Now she has to listen to My Chemical Romance with me. Or fucking... all the other really good songs they have in this game. Let's go dance at the club. It's my favorite. And what did that email say? Santa Monica Smoke Shop.
Good evening to you. I beg your pardon. No, I really don't understand you.
Yes. Look.
Oh shit. I don't see anybody here. Oh wait, there we go.
In the dark? God damn it. Get out of my way, please. Yes.
Hop in.
not. There we go. Not the one I'm looking for. Broken. Do I have to fix it? Do I fix it? Okay. Here we go. Okay. Vacuum is the vacuum tubes are we use to fix it.
Yes.
A nice library. Ow! Holy
What
fuck.
now?
I guess it's after hours library. Guess we're killing people then. That peaceful music really caught me off guard. Can't open that door. I don't know, you're not supposed to be here, so I guess, you know, shoot on sight. This is America after all, and LA at that, so I'd probably shoot people on sight if I lived in LA too. You know, think about it, Zostavan. Okay, well, I need a library card. Pick that up. Section is managed by Mumbly Joe. Okay, well the security guards didn't drop a library card. Nothing in there. Can't open that door. What's the password? Back here. Okay, well, I already went that way. There we go. Mesoamerican spirituality. Thank you, I'm taking that. Hidden entrance nearby, huh? Maybe it's behind one of these paintings. Yeah, here we go. Music changed, now it's really ominous. What did that open? Nothing. Okay, well. Back up out of the doorway. Changes the music, nothing else. Store one open, store one open. Oh, here we go. Alright. Sorry.
Something's there in the dark?
That was all me, baby. What the fuck? I would never abuse my waifu.
Get the fuck out of here.
Ah, it seems that these final nights has brought us together once again. I see you've begun to embrace the beast within
What is
you.
going on? I don't know.
I
I've never played this
smell
section of the game before.
blood of my brethren upon your very
This is
hands.
part of
But
the
enough.
clan mod quest, or the clan quest mod additional content
Witness
they
the
made.
power of my flesh transformed into the vessel of your
Listen,
destruction.
man, this game is janky as fuck.
Farewell.
Animations break all the time.
Blind them.
Dead. Alright. Hey, we did it. Got him. Okay, I guess we just leave now. Oh shit.
What now?
Back to the sewers you go, you motherfucker. Drop this one.
Got a galop. Huh?
Can't beat on him? That sucks. Damn it. I knew he was gonna see me. I don't know why I'd risk that.
Hey, baby. Looking for a date? Let's go somewhere more intimate. You lead the way.
Please follow me into this dark alley. Ooh.
Okay, honey. Let's see what you got.
Should go that way since I won't get caught on the bodies.
I have to finish my study of the sarcophagus in the next few hours, as I have other matters to attend to. We'll have to make conversation.
That's where you're supposed to go. That's where you're supposed to go. I thought you were just gonna go straight to East LA, but apparently not. This way. Ow, what the fuck? Ooh, look at this place. Alright, well, I think I'm gonna take a break for right now. I've been playing for an hour and almost a half. Maybe I'll play something after this, I don't know yet. I do stay up. I have really bad insomnia. But, thanks for watching.